So let's start by paying homage to the Buddha. Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. So now we are learning the syntax in Pali. So syntax of the cases, syntax of adjectives, and syntax of pronouns, and then now, syntax of verbs. So actually some of them, most of them we already learned in previous lessons, but now again. So in Pali, in verbs in Pali, so tenses and moods we have learned in previous lessons. So but here a bit different, even in Pali made easy. So it's in the previous lessons, so tenses are just present tense and then maybe past tense and then future tense. But so conditional is under the mood in the introduction of the introductory lesson. But here, so under the tenses, he put the order. Okay, leave no problem. And the moods are here as a trial, indicative mood, imperative mood, and the optative mood. Okay, so these are also only indicated is a new one for us. So later, which one is indicated or something, that we will understand. Okay. So, and then now mainly, tenses are actually present tense, the aorist or past tense, and the imperfect past tense. And then, so actually, so past perfect tense also. Past perfects. So aorist present is, in Pali, we call the, Watamana. And then, so aorist, we call the ijatani. And the imperfect is in Pali grammar. So heyatani. So past perfect is braka. And the future is actually bhavisandi. And the conditional is actually galati pati. So in this way, 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the 6. The other ones are in the mood. So actually in Pali, we don't use, in traditional Pali grammar, we don't use indicated, but imperative. So imperative is, we call the, Benjamin. And the optative is, certainly. So in this way, eight kinds of the archaea vibhati of, so verb termination, 8 kinds of verb termination in Pali, traditional Pali grammar. Okay, that is just info for you. So some of you are already landed the Gijayana, so to compare with that. So now, present tense. So actually here, aorist, imperfect, and perfect are actually past tense. So we call it past tense. So 3 past tense. And the voice and is future tense. And conditional is kalatipati. So here, 3 kinds of past tense are always ejectini, imperfect heyatini, and the past perfect brauka. Among these 3 in Pali grammar or in Pali, so aorist is ejectini is very common. But some the Asian text like the Jataka or so the poetic form, some Brauka form or actually Hayadini form can be seen. So Hayadini form also can be seen in the paragraph types like the Samnyapala Soda or something like that. But Brauka is rare, quite rare. So rarely. So even though here grammatically they are called the imperfect or past perfect, but in Pali those senses are already lost. Only simple past. Their sense is only simple past. In Pali we used just a name, just a name. So not brought imperfect sense or past perfect sense. We cannot check it. That sense already lost. So that is why at the very beginning, in Parliament Easy, we learned so the only aorist, the other introduced, because that is very common. So every tense or every mood or also has 2 parts. So Brasabada and the Adenobada, so 12 verb terminations, 12 kinds of 12 words of verb termination. So the first 6 are Brasabada, the last 6 are Adenobada. Among them also, the first 6 are very common. So that is at the very beginning in it. So lesson 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to the 8. So we learn the only, Brasabada. But later, maybe in lesson 22, 32, so we learn the Adenobara also. Rarely we can see. Okay, just recalling. And then, so future tense, voice and the conditional mukaladi, but also in the previous lesson we have learned. So now moods. So among these 3 moods indicated and imperative and optative. So imperative and optative are also maybe in lesson 5 and 6 we have learned. Okay, only indicated. So indicated is just a name of the present tense. No, not just present, maybe past tense also can be, future tense also can be, but based on the indicated mood is 3 kinds of, affirmative. So if present tense or past tense or future tense, we use in the sense of, affirmative sense or just a statement. So at that time, that one can be called the indicated. Indicated mood. Okay. So, and also maybe present tense or past tense or future tense. So with the negation, negative particle na or ma. So at the time, so it can be called the indicated mood, negative. So indicated mood, affirmative, indicated mood, negative, or indicated mood, question, interrogative. So this indicated mood is, so can be functional the present tense, functional the past tense, functional the future tense also. just affirmatives, negative, or interrogative. Based on that, so it can be called the indicator mood. Okay, that is fine. In Pali, we don't use. So we don't say any verb termination. So that is just function of the present, past, and future tense. So now, so for that, let's see in the Parliament easy. So here there are 6 tenses and the 3 moods. 6 tenses are, present and the aorist and the imperfect, and here type a mistake. So past perfect also, and the future and the conditional. That's why there must be 6. So 6 tenses: imperfect tense, past perfect tense, and the broadcast, and the future tense and conditional mood. And then moods are also, indicative mood, and the imperative mood is Benjamin, and the optative mood. And then rarely there is also future imperative, but very rare. So very seldom met with. Okay. Just introduction. So that one also included in the imperative mood itself. Okay, leave it that one. That is why, only 3. So moods are indicative mood, imperative mood, and the optative mood. Okay. And then, so these tenses are already, that is one. Yeah. So indicative mood expressed, so 3 kinds of, statements. So statements are, affirmation or affirmative, or negation or negative sense, interrogations. So indicative mood, so express 3 kinds of statements. So affirmative statements or negative statements or interrogative statements. And then, so interrogative statement. So 3. So for that here, but when it's present, so Pali is different from the, English. So in English, so we already know that, so from the affirmative statement, or, to change, or maybe, so if, so in the negative statement, we need to use the having verb to do with the negative sense not. So do not, does not, did not, like that. But in Pali, not. So we don't need to use such a auxiliary or having verb. No auxiliary verb. Just using simply adding the negative particle na, or maybe sometimes no, or sometimes ma, like that. So at the time, the sentence automatically change to the negative sentence or negative statement. Very simple, not like English. So the same way for the interrogative also, we don't need to use any auxiliary verb like the do or does or this to make a question. So just put in the question word, so interrogative pronoun, or maybe so some adverb, so comes from the derived from the interrogative adverb. So like the kata or customer and guhe or something like that. We have learned so interrogative adverb under the pronoun section. Okay, so just put in that. We don't need to change sentence structure. Very simple. So now 3 examples for the affirmative statement. So Bhagawa Sawatiya, we have read it. So affirmative. Example. So the Lord stays in Saudi. So here affirmative. And also next, so negative statements is here. So better way, not minyeti. He does not think in wrong way of extension. So better way, not minyeti. So better way, not minyeti. He does not think the wrong way of extension. Okay, let's see the original text. Oh, so I was checking through. So that is from the Mijimaniga volume 1, so 3. Only Mijimaniga we should find. So, so here, better way minyeti. Okay, and so urban minyeti. So from that one, Dijan minyeti. Maybe negative one is so waya to sinyeta or waya minyeti. So Budi minyeti, something. Okay. So that is not complete sentence. Maybe with the previous line also. So here many examples. So better way does senjanati. He knows the art and the art. So better way does sinyadawa better way minyadi also. Not minyadi. What is from which line? So so abenyaya better way not minyadi. So better way do abenyaya better way not minyadi. Maybe this line. So here so okay, so from that line. So not complete sentence. So having understood art as the art, so he does not think the art in wrong way. So in this way. Just to understand the original sense. So better way not minyadi. In wrong way. So here just put in. So negative particle, you see na. We don't need to change anything. So he thinks the earth in round way. But he does not think the earth in round way. So in this way. So and then so question interrogative. So for the interrogative is two sentences. So like the yes no question, or maybe so like the who question or what question, WH question in English. The first one is just yes no question. So Kaya Dandandi the Basi, what do you see? So actually it should be in this way. That is based on the context. So the Basi, do you say so Kaya Danda? Do you say Kaya Danda in this way? So that one also based on the context, so can be understood as a question. So let's see. So in this, the Ubali Sutta, so the Buddha asked him, so to the Niganda or the Basi, so Ime Sanko also Godama Dana Dandana. So among the three danda or punishment, so Batri Badana, Batri Seta, and so Kaya, so Kaya danda, so bodily punishment, and then so Waji danda, so bodily punishment, or Baba punishment, and the mental punishment, or something like that. So, and then based on that, so Kaya Dandandi Dabasi, what do you see? Dabasi, do you say so Kaya Danda or body punishment or something? So asking a question based on the context. We don't need to use anything, but based on context can be understood. You see? Maybe sometimes K or Wa or a B or also can be seen. So here just question based on the context can be understood. And then, so another one is, just changing sentence order. So here, so three kinds of, affirmative. The three kinds of interrogatives, sorry, no, not affirmative. Next one is here. So Santi di Ewa Rupa Abada. So commonly, di, iwa, ruba, abada, sandi as a affirmative. So sandi is commonly at the end of a sentence. But here, so the verb sandi is at the very beginning, at the time, sometimes question set can be understood, but not all the time. So sandi, di, iwa, ruba, abada. In this way, moving the verb so to the beginning of a sentence. Also, we can make a question. So now, this and D. So there is to you, or maybe you have. Do you have? So that is one. Sandi de ewa rubada. So do you? So have disease. So ewa rubam, like these or like those. So in this way. Just moving the verb at the beginning of a sentence, to the beginning of a sentence. And then another question form is using the other particle like the be or can or nu or something like that. So actually this example it should be passed. So abinu nam brahmana mande wajeyo wa nawa. So abinu nam brahmana wajeyo wa nawa. So using the abinu, that is question what? For the yes no question, abinu or can or something like that. So now, so the minister with these Brahmas teach him, so they are buses or not. Or not. So in this way. So using the question sign. So this abino is like the question mark in English, this abino. But based on the content without using any question word, and also moving the verb to the end, to the beginning of a sentence, and also using the question word. So like the a bit, so question sign word, question mark word, a bit or a bit in Pali. And so these are actually yes, no question. So now, so number 4 is, so maybe WH question we can say, using the interrogative question, interrogative pronoun like here, go. So go bana bandi hitu. So go bana bandi hitu. So here, go is question, so interrogative pronoun. So go hitu is masculine. So that is in question will be WH word like this. So what is the cause, Rabia said? Yes, in this way, using the interrogative word. The same way in the next line also, using the interrogative adverb. So here you see, so kata dani, so bhagawa, we had it here, kata is interrogative adverb. So kata dani, so bhagawa, we had it. So kata means where. So where does, so the Lord, so stay now. So in this way, kata dani. So in this way, 5 kinds of question in Pali. So 3 are yes, no question, and then two are so actually just one using the question word, interrogative pronoun or interrogative adverb. So in this way. Okay, and then next is present tense. So for the present and present tense, so at the very beginning lesson also we have learned. So present tense can express simple present tense, and then present continuous tense, and then historical present tense. So that one is special one, historical present tense. And then existing fact, and then nearest past and nearest future. So even though they are future tense or past tense, but so maybe very soon it happened, or very soon it will happen. So at that time also, instead of the future or instead of the past. So it's present tense also can be used. So nearest past or nearest future. So here example is included or not, I'm not sure. Not okay, present tense. So the first one is here present tense. So Sati saw me, now we jetty. So Sati saw me, now we jetty. So I have no equal one. There is none like me. There is none like me. There is no one like me. Sati saw me, now we jetty. That is present tense. So that is simple. Now we jetty. There is no one so equal to me or like me. And then present continuous tense also included. Yeah, present continuous. So getcha me. So Kasi Namburan, I am going to the city of the Kasis. Maybe based on the context, the present continuous tense. So along the way, along the road, he conversed. So with maybe his friend or another one. So while going to the Sogasi town, So at the time, that present continuous tense can be understood. So I'm going to the city of the Garcis. That is just based on the context. So Gechami. So Garcinam Puram. Maybe Garcinam also. Or Garcinam Puram. Maybe stanza. Gechami Garcinam Puram. So I'm going to that. So the city of the Garcis in this way. And then next is the present tense expresses also an existing fact. So nahi virena virani samandita huda janam. So nahi virena virani samandi. So samandi ida huda janam. So samandita huda janam. That is, so to express the existing fact. So samandita, samandi ida. So kuda janan. So hatreds are never come down by returning hatreds. So now, so existent fact to express the so existent fact here now. So kuda janam is sometime. Now kuda janam is never, not sometime, never. So that is why. So now and the kuda janam is never. So hatreds are never calmed by returning hatred. So virena. So virena is by returning hatred. Okay, and then now next one is so historical present. So that one is omitted. Historical present is not included in the example. So actually, that historical present is so can be understood in maybe telling the story or telling the past event. So at that time, maybe just to understand easily using the present tense. So such a present tense in telling the history or talking about history. So using present tense, that present tense so can be called the historical present tense. So for example, in the Mingla Sutta, also maybe at the very beginning, so Ikan Samyam Bhagawa Sawati, and we had a D. So at that time, the blessed one, so dwell or stay in Sawati. So we had a D. Just present tense. Actually, so why talking about that? So maybe that one is the speech of the Venerable Ananda at the Passport Council. So that is talking about the past event, but using the present. Not only in the Mangala Sutta, all of the discourses in the Digha Nikaya, Mijjhima Nikaya, so Ekan Samyan, Bhagawa Sawitiyan, or maybe in the Vinaya Pitaka also, Dinakopana Samina, Bodo Bhagwa, Virinjaya, Viharati. So only with the present tense can be found. So though all of those present tense are, historical present tense, but not expressed here. So can be understood easily. So telling the past event. So other than using present tense, so it can be understood as a historical present tense instead of the using past tense. So no example is here. And then next is what? Historical present, existing fact, and the nearest past and nearest future. That one also maybe not included, but based on the context, oh, can be. So here, so Gambiram Basati Wajan. So even both is existing fact, okay? And even both the nearest past and future tense are also expressed by the present indicated, just present tense. Gambiram Basati Wajan. You have just spoken a word of so deep meaning. So that is replied by the listener. So Gambiram Gambiram Basasi. We don't know Basati, let's check. That is where Sayuddha Nikaya. Yeah, Basasi Vaja. That is stanza, you see, many times. Gambiram Basasi Vaja. So Basasi. So second person singular. Gambiram Basasi Vaja. Gambira Sabda. Yeah, Gambira Sabda. So Gambiran versus Waja. Because of meter, short will become long. So you have said, you have just spoken a word of deep meaning. Gambiran. And then near future, so Kaya Sabida, Dobanyo, Nidayan, so Uba Bijati, Kaya Sabida, after the break of the body, Dobinyo, foolish one. So Dobinyo saw the foolish person, Nidayan, so Uba Bijati, Uba Bijati. Here, Uba Bijati is the present tense. So, and Kaya Sabida, after the break of the body or after death. So at the body's wreck. So Robinyo, that foolish person, so will be reborn in a woeful state, in a state of misery. So we'll go to the state of misery. So here also near future. Okay, these are the usage of the present tense. One is simple present and present continuous and an existing fact and historical present tense. So nearest past, so nearest future. And the past tense. So past tense. So past tense is, okay. Past tense is, aorist, imperfect, and past perfect. Okay, so those are also already just past tense, no more special one. Imperfect also just past tense, past perfect also past tense. That is why in Parliament easy. So you know. So three kinds of past tense. But so the aorist is the most one frequently used to express all kinds of past incidents. So past happening, past event. So, and the past but imperfect past is less frequent. And also the past perfect broker is not met with in Pali canon, except only in the Babua or something in the past. Only that form. So, but the opposite to the, contrary to the Sanskrit, so that broker is not used. But broker is very common in the, Sanskrit text. In Sanskrit, broker is very common. Ijadani is, auris is rare. But in Pali, the aura is quite common. So in this way. So those are already, okay. So that is, but, and also the aha, ahu, and the ahansu. So actually, aha and ahu is heyadani or past imperfect. Aha and ahu, but ahansu is aorist. So these three forms are frequently met with in Pali. But so not so regarding in the incidents, so not talking about the imperfect or past perfect or something like that, just simple past. So with the aha, ahu are frequently used in Pali. So we don't need to these three forms. And then now next one is future tense. So future tense is using action performed. So in the time not yet come. So yet to come. Okay. And also sometimes, that future tense, instead of, will or that in the future sense, so in the sense of can, or in the sense of must also can be, found the usage of that future tense. Okay, that one also not works. So no example for that, very common based on the context. So it can be understood. So for example, in the sense of can or in the sense of mass. So so mahisekaya, diwadaya, so adegahito, bhavisati. So this three must be tainted by the powerful tree spirit. That is just in commentary, the Mabra commentary. So this tree must be occupied by the powerful tree spirit. So adegahito. Adegahito is so tenanted or maybe occupied. Occupied is better to understand. So that is, makes sense. Okay, so what is it? So ayam mahisekaya. Iwadaya. So adegahito. Ayaroko. So bhavisati. So these three. So occupied by the powerful tree spirit. So that is from the demographic commentary. In the sense of mass, see? Okay, and then next is, what is it? This one is, maybe PDF file binding problem. So repetition. So here, page number 175. Here 176 already, but again, so here 175 and then 176. So here, now the imperative. So the imperative mood is used to denote the command or entreaty or blessing or cause or request or aspiration and so on. So that one also in the maybe lesson 5 or 6, we have learned that is one. So here, no, not espresso. So read the lesson 6, you see, number 18. Okay, that one already. So that is one. We will skip that one. And then next one is optative. Optative also in the maybe lesson 7. So optative verb used to denote optative mood. So to express the hope or prayer or wish or condition or probability or capability or permission and so on, or condition or something like that. Okay, that one also in the lesson 7. So we have already, that is fine. So read. So lesson 7, number, so 27. And the last one is conditional tense or conditional mood at that time. Also, to denote the past condition with, or maybe implying impossibility, or maybe supposition. So contrary to the fact, contrary to the current happening, okay, not expressed. So maybe something, so if that condition happened, so that's successful completed or something like that. So if someone, try hard, he can be successful, he will be successful, but no, now he failed like that. But that one also was completely already. So we have learned. So in the lesson, so 27, okay? So that is fine. So you can see in lesson 27 again. Now just reviewing. So, okay, now today we finish. So syntax of verb also. Okay, so any question? Okay, Haro.
Yes, Pante. We just have only one point, Pante. It is for the near future. That with the nearest future that we will use the simple past. Simple present tense to express with the nearest future. So in this case, Pante, whether we also can use future tense for the nearest future, Pante, or just the simple present tense only, Pante.
Sorry again.
Yeah. So for number 6 in the present tense, Pante, that when we express with the nearest future, we will use with the present tense. Is there another option that we also can use with the future tense for the nearest future?
Awesome.
Okay, yeah, I got it. Yeah, thanks, Pante. Just for that point, yeah.
Okay.
And just a little bit, Pante, for the spelling of the future tense for the word of Dewataya Bante.
Dewadaya. Oh, okay, thank you.
Yeah,
Okay,
thank you, Bante.
welcome. Okay, Lantran.
Dear Bante, I would like to ask whether the Baraka, how does this form for the verb atasi Bante?
Atasi is actually past tense, so it's aorist. So Baraka is actually reduplication like the babuwa, babuwu or something. The first syllable of the root, so become the double.
Double. So we double the datu. It means that THA, right Bante? Tata, tata.
No, that is because of you write in the chat box. So that is not because of the aorist. So ruta. So actually in Sanskrit root is sata, but in Pali, so this sata become the data. So Pali root is so like this. The past da is dropped, and later we use the ta in this way. But joining with the preceding vowel, so like the augmented or prefix, so that ta appear again. Not because of broadcast.
So it means that we double the T, right Bante? Yeah. Thank you, Bante.
Okay. Okay, so let me.
Bante, can you write down the words of Baraka for me, so that I can understand more clearly?
So actually, you know, Brauka is, for example, rubu. So rubu, and then so Brauka Baba Tamajenda Baza singular is up. So at that time, so this rubu is become the double. So boo, and then boo, and the up. So, okay, before you know, maybe, so what is inserted because of this boo sound. So, and then the past boo is changing in this way. So is to the, you know, ba, and then u also become the a. So in this way, no ba boo wa. But rarely used in Pali, quite rare.
Yeah.
That is brauka. Okay, so let me stop here by saying sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Thank you very much,
Bante. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, Bante. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank
Good
you.
night. Welcome.
Thank you very much, Bante. Good night, Suki Hotu.
Nice. Okay.